Hello students. So now we'll see some theory regarding the fourth module of the machine design 1 subjects. So the name of the module itself indicates that design of components subjected to the fluctuating loads, fluctuating stresses. So obviously we know there are two types of stresses, static and fluctuating. Means static means stationary, means once the load or stress is applied it remain constant, static. But fluctuating means there is a variation from maximum value to minimum value on the load or stress or strains acting on the component. So as compared to the static load designing, fluctuating load designing of the component is somewhat difficult or somewhat lengthy, we can say. Okay, so here the fourth module which comes in the category of designing of the components subjected to the fluctuating loads. Okay, we'll see some theory related with this module. Obviously it is fluctuating, means load is not constant. If load is not constant, obviously stress is not constant, since stress is nothing but load upon area. Okay, now here we will see some theory. Design of components subjected to fluctuating stresses where mean stress is not equal to 0 for infinite life. It is very important. Infinite life is very important. Whenever we want to design a component, what is the purpose of designing? Before manufacturing we require design. And why design is required? Designing means we are calculating various dimensions of the component so that the component will have the maximum life. Therefore it is written over there infinite life. Now for the component subjected to fluctuating stresses, the fatigue stress are conducted. Okay, if there is a fluctuating load, fatigue stress are conducted, and the results of this fatigue stress are plotted on the graph. It's very important graph. Here we can see the graph which has the sigma m on the x-axis, that is a mean stress, whereas sigma a on the y-axis, that is stress amplitude. So the fatigue stress are carried out and the readings are plotted on the graph having mean stress on the x-axis and stress amplitude on the y-axis. Now how we'll plot? Now we'll see how we'll plot. First case 1, when stress amplitude is 0, that is sigma a is 0, amplitude means variation from maximum to minimum, then in this case the load is purely static. Amplitude is 0 means there is no variation. There is no variation means there is no fluctuation. There is no fluctuation means it is a stationary, static constant. And the criteria of failure in such a case is SUT and SYT, means ultimate tensile strength and tensile yield strength, or yield tensile strength, SUT or SYT. Okay, limits are plotted on the mean stress axis. Since sigma a is 0, so this SUT and SYT are plotted on the mean stress, that is sigma m, that is x axis. Okay, now next point, when mean stress is 0, that is a average, we can say average between maximum and minimum value. Sigma m, mean or average, is 0. In this case the stress is completely reversed and the criteria for failure is endurance limit, S suffix e, which is plotted on the stress amplitude axis. Obviously since sigma m is 0, so we have to plot on the sigma a axis. So this is the AC point which is plotted on the sigma a axis, that is endurance limit. Okay, now moving further, it's very important. According to Soderbergh criteria, any point below the Soderbergh line is considered to be the safe. Okay, now what is Soderbergh line? After plotting SYT and SUT on the x-axis, that is sigma m, and after plotting SE, that is endurance limit, on the sigma a axis, If you join the ASE with the SYT, the line which is coming is known as the Soderberg line. After joining ASE with the SUT, the line is a Goodman line. And if you join SE and SUT with a parabolic curve, so it is known as the Gerber parabola. Now we'll see all three, that is Soderberg line, Goodman line and Gerber parabola one by one. Okay, now according to the Soderberg criteria, any point below the Soderberg line, that is a line joining SE and SYT, is considered to be safe, and the point above that line it is not safe. So the equation of Soderberg line is very important. Sm upon Syt plus Sa upon Se is equal to 1, where Syt is the yield strength in tension or tensile yield strength, Se is the endurance limit. Okay, Sm is the mean strength and Sa is the strain amplitude. Okay, since we know factor of safety NF is the Sm upon sigma m, or also we can write Sa upon sigma a. Substituting this equation in the above equation, we got another equation of the Soderberg criteria, that is sigma m upon Syt plus sigma a upon Se is equal to 1 upon Nf. That is a factor of safety. Nf is the factor of safety. So these two equations we are using to solve the numerical or to get the various value if remaining values are given, if it is a Soderberg criteria. Moving further for the Gerber criteria, okay, or Gerber parabola we can say. Parabolic curve joining the AC on the y-axis and stress amplitude, okay, and SUT on the mean stress axis, that is a x-axis. So it is a Gerber parabola. Okay, it is a parabolic curve, so it is, that's why it is called as a Gerber parabola. So according to the Gerber criteria, any point below this Gerber curve or this parabolic line is considered to be safe. The equation we can, since it is a parabola, obviously the power must be 2 or square. Sm upon SUT the square plus Sa upon Se is 1. Similarly, we know factor of safety is Sm upon sigma m, therefore Sm is factor of safety, that is Nf into sigma m, and Sa is equal to Nf into sigma a. Substituting these values in the above equation, Nf into sigma m upon SUT the whole square plus Nf into sigma a upon Se is equal to 1. So these both the equations are related with the Gerber parabola. Okay, now the last and third one is the Goodman line. Okay, we see in the graph the line joining SYT on the x-axis and SE on the y-axis is known as the Goodman line. Similarly, the points below that line are the same. Similar to the Soderberg criteria or Soderberg line, the equation we can write for the Goodman line also, Sm upon SUT plus Sa upon Se is equal to 1, where SUT is the ultimate tensile strength, strength in tension. It is a mean strength. Sm. Sa is the strength amplitude, Se the endurance limit is equal to 1. Similarly, substituting Nf is equal to Sm upon sigma m and Nf is equal to Sa upon sigma a. Substituting this, the factor of safety equation, we got the equation for the Goodman line, sigma m upon SUT plus sigma a upon Se is equal to 1 upon Nf. So these all three equations are important as far as the numerical point of view. 100% they will ask one numerical in the university exam based on this equation. Thank you.